All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. And this is Mr. Squirrel. So what are we making this video about today? So one of the things that there are a lot of shops in this game, and I wanted to run through how you should be spending your resources, in my humble opinion. Is this the right way to do this? This is the way I'm thinking about doing this. And again, I'm not going to say it's right, it's wrong. I'm just going to say where I think your resources are going to be best placed moving forward. So one of the things that I want to start first talking about is, to do this, I kind of need to highlight a few things. So I'm going to go to the summons, and I want to highlight in the summon tab, you have multiple things. This has actually come out in a previous video. I've talked about my summoning plans, but I'm going to say something really quickly. These right here, these exclusive summons are very, very difficult to come by. And when you want specific characters, you need to save up. So if you look here, there is no way to get these exclusive characters without, or these exclusive summons at all without, you can't spend gems on this. You can't, like, the only way you're going to get them is through these tokens or these exclusive summon tickets. And then you've also got the epic recruitment ones. These are, I think, a lot more easy. These are simpler to come by. They do give these out a little bit more readily. And so when I look at the shop here, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go to Superman's Legacy shop first. So what do I think you should be spending on this? If you've got a dupe of Superman, I don't think you should be going for Superman dupes. I don't. I think you can get them. It's not, you're not going to need them when we think about where we are at in relation to where we are going to be. You can pull, if he's going to be one of your main characters, I would recommend, if you don't have a dupe of him, then start picking up these, and you want to raise him up, then I would actually recommend you spend on getting these things right here. I'm not going to do this right now, but just note that they are expensive, especially with the there's two resources in this shop. You have the silver coins, and then you've got the gold coins. Gold coins are more like rare, while the silver coins you get more readily. You get these through doing the Save Metropolis event. I've already finished the Save Metropolis event. This is essentially just like its own story mode. You just run through it. I'm not going to get into it. They give you a list of characters. You use those characters. It's kind of like a mini Elseworld. Not mini, actually, it's a longer Elseworld. But you do each 3 of these, you get a ton of stuff, and then you can spend it in the shop. As well, you get these through doing the distress signals, which is, I'm not. You'll notice here, I'm not doing those recruit 1 to 5 times in the feature recruitment daily. That's a nice way to get you to spend. Personally, I already pulled. I got lucky and I pulled 1 Superman. I actually pulled 2 within like 60, so I'm not gonna spend on this at all. Okay, so I can be transparent with you, where am I spending? I am not gonna be picking up any of these Superman. I don't need to. Could it help me in the long run? Maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna run the Superman long term, as I'm really I like the shield meta. I think this is probably one of my favorites. So with that in mind, where am I thinking of spending my stuff? So this might be a hot take. It might be a wrong take. I personally think that the super encrypted tokens are so difficult to come by. I am someone that likes to hoard these things as the game progresses. And I really, 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 really think that, especially, like, you need 150 of these to guarantee a character. 150. So, and yeah, could you, on average, will you pull them earlier than that? Yeah, it says technically is your 1% pull rate to pull a character. On average, you should pull them every 100 summons, on average. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen. So yeah, could you get lucky and 10 pull it and then you get the exclusive character and then you're done? Yeah, you can do that, right? And dupes in this game aren't as mandatory, because I'll show you, we'll go through the other shop. Actually, I'll do that later. You can get dupes. Like, this game is very free to play friendly in the sense of, once you pull a character, then it is very free to play friendly in the sense that, like, how you can dupe them up. There's many ways to do that. You don't need to really worry about pulling dupes. It's just more of speed and under which you can rank them up. But if you are saving your resources for like 1 or 2 characters, it's actually not that hard to get them really quickly. Have you noticed my big fat head? We're gonna move you up a little bit so I can. Now we're gonna move me up. So Because that way you can see these little buttons down here. I'll move myself later when I need to. So with that in mind, here's my personal thought. And now you can't see me again. Oh, I can't see this thing. Ah, dear God. Is I really do think you should be getting these. Especially, we don't know what characters are coming out in the future. There are ideas of what characters are going to come out. But when I look at, like, when I see these events and I see a resource that is very, very difficult to come by, like these, but you do get these a little bit more readily. You can get these every week. This one is actually very hard to come by. But this resource is how you're going to get characters. Now, if I'm going to just say this as you're looking at my team synergy videos, I'm going to be very transparent. They are actively leaving big gaps in teams. And I think that is an intentional plan, because what are they going to try to get you to do? They're going to get you to summon for these characters that fill in these gaps. Like, what if they release a healer that burns? Well, there is a character in this game that is doing a lot of healing, but he's in a lot of the fights. I forget his name right now. He was in the DC. He was in the Arrowverse. Oh my God, why am I spacing so hard right now? I will, you know what? Hold on. Firestorm. So Firestorm is in this game. He is a character you will fight on many as an enemy. But she's not in the game as a playable character, but he's there. Another one is I think his name is Frostbite. She's in the game. You'll play against her, but she's not on the teams. And notice what Frostbite. Oh, is her name Frostbite?
Sure.
I'm gonna. You know what? We're just gonna call her. Well, not her name's not Frostbite. I forget what her name is, but she is. There is a character. I'm gonna give him a minute. I'm a Goomba. Killer Frost. So Killer Frost is in the game. She is a character that you will play against. She is an attacker. She's here. She's just not a playable character, but she's here. What did the Frostbite team need? They need more Frost characters. It's already got a tank. Just saying. So you don't think that they're going to fill in the gaps? Like, what about the fire team, like the burn team, which you already saw my team synergy video? Oh, but they could release someone who's way better at triggering burn. Now you notice, oh, hey, wait a minute. And then they maybe Firestorm is like a support character and he's given good, maybe they modify his kit a little bit. Who knows? My point is that if you're running these teams, like, what team do I think right now is actually in a good spot and doesn't really need a lot? And personally, is the Shield team. I think the Shield team is in a great spot. It doesn't need a lot. And I don't think they're going to buff it for a little bit. Actually, they are going to buff it because Guy's coming out. But with Guy, you got to be careful, because I think Jess is going to be a better version, because Jess is giving everybody shields, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to get into it. I think Guy's good. Guy could be very good. He seems like a very selfish character, and the shield team does not want selfish. The shield team wants people shielding the whole team, keeping everybody alive through shields. So selfishness is not a good, with the Green Lanterns, right? Lex Luthor is like the least selfish. Okay, not even get into lore and alignment, whatever. So with that being said, I honestly think these are your best bet going forward, because what if you need to start pulling like 2 characters, you get really unlucky? You know, personally, like, I don't have Superman, right? I'm not going to be summoning for Superman. I'm going to do the weekly recruitment. Like, I'm going to just be very transparent with you. I am hoarding my tokens right now. I'm just hoarding them. I am not free to play. I am a dolphin, but I am not going to spend these right now on the legendary recruitment. I don't think this is I spent 1 and I regretted spending 1 ticket. And I was like, be patient. Don't feel that, remember, there's so many teams right now that you can just mishmash characters together and make them work. My teams are mishmashed. And again, I don't think you should be spending to try to, like, don't waste your resources right now. Now my crystals are low, but that's because I do the weekly recruitment. And I try to do this 30 of these every week. I think this is where you should be spending your diamonds, because you don't get your you can't use diamonds here. So once you're out of your tickets, and then it's like, open up the wallet and there you go. So there is a way to get these tickets that are very rare, right? Like, if we look at how do you get these tickets? Let's go to conversions. I'm going to go down to Star City. I got to beat this whole level to get 1. That's like that is not easy. And so they're gonna sprinkle these to you. And if you're going for your, like, I was very unlucky on my beginner summon. It took me like, I think 120 before I pulled Wonder Woman. And I was just like, I burned through them. Luckily I was able to pull more of them and get more of them. And also I'm a dolphin. So then I guess also make content. So I have to think about in the long run. I mean, I want to make sure I'm giving you guys informed. Like, I'm not just going to say, oh yeah, they seem kind of good. I haven't played them though. I'm trying to get as many of these characters in a way that I'm not breaking the bank at all, but also giving you an informed decision if you pull them, if you don't pull them. It's like, also, if you look here, I mean, there's only so many characters I can put on the level link system, and also characters that I need so that I can keep progressing my account. So there's this like balance that I'm trying to weigh as I'm playing this game so that I can be relatable at the same time I'm giving you informed decisions. But yeah, so for the Superman Legacy, I know this, many people might disagree with me, but I already bought out all of the tickets. I'm contemplating then moving forward. I do kind of really want to get some Zatanna ones. I'm contemplating pulling saving up the remainder of these, seeing if I could get a few more Zatannas, because I really want Zatanna. Have been really unimpressed with the way Ocean Master interacts with Lex Luthor, and that's like my main team. And then there's almost like an anti-synergy, so then he's just kind of dead weight, which I'm like, oh, I need a better support character. And she's giving lifesteal, and she's buffing up Wonder Woman, and she's giving I get the idea, right? I think that's the way I want to go with this, because then she'll buff up. I think I'm gonna go with Zatanna while I keep Wonder Woman on the team, and that'll just like massively increase the damage. So with that in mind, I'm contemplating trying to see if I can get a couple more of these, and then increasing Zatanna, like getting Zatanna ranked up to 60 if I can. I'm going to try to save up my silvers for Zatanna, just because that's the character I want to go for. I want to see if I can get 60. I need 40 shards to get Puller, and then I'm going to see if I can get her as one of the characters in my recruitments. Then I can get a dupe of her, and then I can actually unlock her badge. I can put her into the team, yada, 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 get the ideas. But that's where I'm thinking of right now. So that's how I'm going to spend my resources, because given my context of my account. Now, I want to go through the dailies where I'm spending my resources daily. I've already picked these up. This is kind of, for the things that give gold, I try to make sure that why is everything? Oh, it's because this is the first time I've opened it. I'm using my iPad because my phone is not Bluetoothing properly. I always pick up the titanium. I actually will even spend resources to get the titanium. It is such, this is a hard one to come by, and you will need a lot of them. I'm going to just show you at level 140. In order to raise up my one character past to 141, from 140 to 141, it is 21,000 titanium. I'm going to put this in perspective for you. Let's go. I was checking this earlier today because I was just like, how much do they give for this? Let's go to the new player one. I'm not going to spend this on. I'm not going to buy this, but I want to show you. Look how much they give you for the $100 pack. They'll give you 6,000. It's not even a third of it. Okay, that's all. I'm just showing you how hard it is to come. Granted, you get a lot of other things. I'm just showing you a $100 pack. They're not even giving you a third of what you need for the 141. Okay, not going to get, but okay. So I picked these up a lot. I'm always trying, and then I'm trying to get to 1730 right now so I can upgrade my store. Oh, they changed that. Clear main stage 1730. They should be 1830. Is that? No, it is. It's for this, the Evil Falls, but the base store. So you'll notice that's why you want to keep pushing that story as much as possible, because you're going to upgrade your store, which you want to make sure you're doing. I need to upgrade my store. These are the things that I'm picking up. I'm picking up titanium. I'm picking up this right here. And what is it called? The Internite, but the blue version, because you want to keep raising up your badges. There's another video coming out about badges later. Don't worry. Right now, if you're not at a point of badges, you need to think past 1215, 1230 to get a badge. That's a long-term investment. Again, you'll see my way I'm thinking about this. Now, okay, so Arena Shop. Pick up Lex. always pick up Lex, and then always get these right here. The right here, these, because these are gonna be applicable to all characters. They're very helpful. I personally start with Lex, and then I get those. If I have extra resources, I am going to invest in Zatanna. I really want to get more of her. I think she's actually late game. I think they nerfed her early game and they picked up her late game because that lifesteal comes into play when Frenetic is in play, and she's giving everybody Frenetic, Frenetic. What am I saying? Frantic. So she's giving everybody Frantic. She gives lifesteal. Everyone gains lifesteal based on how many Frantics are on the team, which means that it's like a really nice interaction. She's giving like 10 to 12%, like more like 12, almost 16% life steal. So she's doing a great job sustaining your team in that regard. With Wonder Woman, who's giving more crit damage, it's in like a really nice interaction. So I'm actually kind of regretting that I went Ocean Master. I'm gonna kind of pivot right now. It does brick me a little bit right now. And then I'm going to go for her, and then I'm going for John. Here's the thing. I wanted to show you guys something. I thought I pulled an extra copy of John, and I don't think I did, which makes me a little sad. I could have sworn I pulled an extra copy of him. This is who my dupes are right now. Again, I do try to hoard things. Again, these right here are going to be for late game badges. So we'll talk about that later when we start getting further. Now, in the else world, I'm kind of stuck here in the sense of like, I kind of want to get some more Starfire. I actually should be picking up Nightwing, because even though I'm going to kind of move him off the main team for Elite Arena, he is very helpful. I am actually going to do this. I'm going to pick up one of these because I need it for upgrading some of my cars and stuff like that. Now, Elite Arena. This is later in the game for people, like if you're passing like 14 now, 1430. Okay, this is legendary fragment selection. For characters that you already have a legendary character of, you can get fragments. Now, for me, who should you never use this on? Lex and Wonder Woman. Why? Wonder Woman's right here, and Lex is right here. There is no reason you should ever use that on a character that you can get in other means free to play. However, my Hal Jordan, I cannot get anywhere else besides summoning. So this is all going to go to Hal Jordan. He is my main damager. The other one here, this is for epics. I would not spend that on epics. Legendaries are much harder to come by. So I would I'm going to be doing this every week to get legendary shards for Hal Jordan, because there is no other way besides summoning to get Hal Jordan. And he is one of the most important characters for my team. So therefore, I am just going to have to save and try to hopefully pull more of use these to get Hal Jordan. I am going to use the league. I am in my league right now. We're working on it right now. I'm going to be spending all of these for John. He has become probably one of my most anticipated characters late game. So he is going to replace Robin on my shield team later. So that's why I'm going to go for him. Other than that, so again, you're kind of seeing how I'm glad I spent these so you can see them. I know some of these other characters are very tempting to get. I would not spend these. I would really, 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 really hold out and wait for that legendary character fragment selection, because long term, you want to keep dumping your resources, especially into those characters that you summoned for the legendaries, because you're not going to find any other way to raise them up. The only other way you're going to raise them up, so it's like here, it can be ranking up characters of place of action. This shard right here, the 8th metal, it is one of the most valuable shards you'll get in the game. Do not waste these on epic characters. Save these for characters you have to summon for to get, because otherwise you just you don't get a lot of these and you need to save them. Like Wonder Woman, don't use it on Wonder Woman. She's free to play. You can get her free to play. Once you get her once, you just get her in the shop in the Elite Arena. Whales will play the game differently than everyone else. They're just going to summon and summon and summon and summon and summon. And again, I'm not going to whale. You're the one that keeps the game open for the rest of us. More power to you. But I'm going to say for everyone else, do not spend these randomly. Do not just wait. Oh, I need like 5 more green arrow. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You're wasting it. You're wasting this super valuable resource, and it's gonna, in the long run, hurt you. Okay. Okay. So that's how I'm spending my resources in this game. Again, what we can do right here is I got a few more. Hopefully I can get some more Zatanas. I'm praying I can pull it early, and that would be great to get a Zatana. Yay. No. The Harley Quinn. Bang. Okay. Let's try one more time. Nope. Oh, well. No Zatanna. Oh, well. It is what it is. Again, I am saving these. I'm going to save these for the next character that comes out. What am I? And then character fusion. And then lastly, I'm going to go over this really fast because I'm going to just put this in the same video. So in terms of where you're spending, you really want to prioritize these characters right here. I'm going to say the highest priority fusion you should be going for is going to be Lex Luthor. You should ultimately aim for him as your like target moving. Like, he is such a universe. Like, when I got him, I kid you not, I moved, like, I was stuck on like chapter 12, and I just like boogied it to like 4. I mean, maybe it was lower than that. I like, what I'm trying to say is I got him and I was able to progress my account like 2 chapters within 20-30 minutes because of him, because he just like sped run my entire account by unlocking him. And so he just like made the rest of my teams click, and it was just perfect, right? Kid Flash is amazing. Gorilla Grodd. Here's the thing: you need Gorilla Grodd for Lex Luthor. That is a freebie, so that you can then and then what I would do is like get a baseline team of characters in your first week, and then like I would like maybe pull a Bane, right? And then I actually would put Gorilla Grodd and Bane as my first sets, because then what you can do is then get good tanks that will help you just in the start of the early game. And then if you're seeing my AoE team, because this is going to go up after my AoE team, set that AoE team, get the AoE team running, and then get extra copies of them, and then use them for Lex Luthor. And you're good to go. Yeah? Okay. So that's how I would operate moving forward, ladies and gents. I hope this video is helpful. I'm just trying to help you think about how you're spending your resources every day. And then when you're doing this, again, you want to progress as fast as possible. Just show you, I'm stuck on 1624. I need to be doing more damage. I'm going to try to keep, if there's another video of kind of failing and how to fail, 1624, I will just show you why I'm stuck here. It's because there's 2 healers. And it's just like, I'm not doing enough damage to out heal them. And Kid Flash being a main bad and being the main head honcho of it, it's just like, oh my God, I think I need to be doing more single target. Okay. Well, that's it for this, folks. I hope this was helpful. And as always, remember, failing is just your first attempt at learning. I look forward to hearing from everyone.